My name is Ryan. I work as an architectural designer. Ever since I was a kid, I loved looking at different houses and drawing detailed layouts to show my parents, impressing them daily. This passion never faded, and now I make a living as a designer. The architectural firm I work for isn't that large within the industry, but it emphasizes building strong relationships with clients and creating an environment where designers and clients can work together easily, making my job much more comfortable. This is all thanks to our CEO, Mr. Kagan, whose motto is to create such a great workplace, and I am really grateful for that. When I joined the company, Mr. Kagan personally told me to focus on my design work and to let him know if I ever encountered any inconvenience. I have always respected him for his calm yet firm demeanor, but recently, he decided to retire, and Mr. Thompson has taken over as the new CEO. He is quite a character. I usually work from home, so I don't see him often, but when I do, he spouts things like, "You have no education or you can't do anything other than design, you're useless." Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. "Ryan, over here. Hey, how's it going? It's getting cooler, huh? You probably don't notice the temperature change since you're always indoors." Exactly. They are my clients, Justin and David. My current clients are mainly these two, and they trust me with major projects. I've known them for over 10 years now. We're so close that we often hang out privately. The projects they bring are often luxury high-rise condos, catering to wealthy clients, so I put a lot of thought into the designs. Despite this, they always communicate their needs clearly, and when the projects are completed, we're all very satisfied, making it a pleasure to work together. Today, we're having a meeting to discuss a new project contract, so we're meeting outside. Our routine is to meet at our usual restaurant and have lunch first. They're in suits, but I'm always in casual clothes, so people probably think I'm being scammed. We always laugh about that. By the way, isn't this the first time meeting you since Mr. Thompson became CEO? Yeah, it's been a while. We've been really busy until this deal was finalized. Yeah, it was hectic. So, how's Mr. Thompson? Well, oh, is this going to be interesting? We have quite a few things to say about him too. I was debating whether to complain about Mr. Thompson, but it seemed they also had things to say about him. So we decided to finish the important contract work first and meet up at a bar later. I wondered if it was okay to complain about my boss to clients, but since they are also my friends, I decided to go to the night out. It's not like I'll be sharing company secrets, just venting. And honestly, venting helps relieve a lot of stress. Since the preliminary contract was signed, I need to go to the office. I have to prepare and submit the necessary documents. Honestly, the thought of seeing Mr. Thompson makes me dread going to the office, but it's part of the job. It's been a month since I was last in the office, so it feels a bit refreshing, and seeing my colleagues again makes me glad I came. I prepared and filled out all the necessary documents, got my supervisor's signature, and completed the procedures. All my supervisors, except for Mr. Thompson, uphold Mr. Kagan's values, so they were very pleased with the new contract. They also thanked me for my hard work. Talking to supervisors like them makes me reconsider thoughts of quitting and going independent whenever I have a bad encounter with Mr. Thompson. I felt that staying with the company provided a sense of security and protection. Hey, it's rare to see you in the office. Mr. Thompson, good afternoon. Got nothing to do, so you came in? Oh, no. I came in for a new contract. It's probably not a big deal. Don't exaggerate your achievements. He completely disregards my words and belittles me at every opportunity. Seeing this, I realize he hasn't checked the number of contracts any employee has handled since he took over. Because, believe it or not, I'm the top designer in this company when it comes to the number of contracts. Yet, he never acknowledges my work and constantly belittles me. While other supervisors recognize my efforts, it's still not a pleasant experience. As night falls, I head to the meeting spot to catch up with Justin and David. I now have fresh material to vent about regarding Mr. Thompson. Ryan, over here. David, good to see you. Sorry for being late. You're only 3 minutes late, don't sweat it. Tonight's gonna be fun. Sorry, I was stuck on a work call. Ryan, hey. Justin, good to see you. Done with work? All done. Let's have a great night. You're saying exactly what I said. Really? Didn't know that. It seemed like they both had a lot to vent about too. I was looking forward to unloading my frustrations, but now I was also eager to hear their stories. Cheers! 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 So, tell us about the CEO. Where to begin? He totally disrespects me. You shouldn't be laughing about it. What does he say? He says things like I'm a burden just by being there because I'm uneducated. What? Saying a designer lacks education is nonsense. Yeah, but he has a way of really hitting you hard. And what else? He recently said that people who only know design are useless because they can't do anything else. No way. Does he know how much you've contributed with your designs? He's nuts. Seriously, who else can earn that much just from design? He doesn't realize you're a valuable asset. We've got a real problem here. Well, yeah. Design is all I really have. Hey, Ryan, do you know how many people can make a living with their design skills like you do? Only a handful. That's right. You should just leave the company and work directly with us. You'd make a lot more. Come on, David. We were having fun talking about my situation, but when I listened to their stories, it sounded even worse. Apparently, Mr. Thompson told them, "We have many other clients, so don't expect special treatment," right to their faces. Their company is our firm's #1 client, spending huge amounts of money. What on earth is he thinking? And it wasn't like they demanded special treatment, they just went to greet him when he took over. Honestly, shouldn't he have gone to greet them first? We're the ones benefiting from their business. Clearly, he hasn't visited any clients at all. Will we even be able to maintain these contracts? I know it's beyond my control, but... That night, we ended up having a great time venting about Mr. Thompson's terrible attitude. It was refreshing, but it made me worried about my future. Will I be okay? I muttered to myself on the way home. I've stayed with this company because it let me focus on design, but if that's now being criticized, maybe there's no point in staying. But still, there are advantages to being part of a company. David's suggestion, even as a joke, made me seriously consider going independent. Keeping up my contract numbers seems easier within the company, but would clients still work with me if I went solo? In the end, Justin and David are just business associates. No matter how much I think about it, I can't find an answer. Should I learn other tasks within the company? No, I can't see that happening. I was hired as a designer after all. And it frustrates me to just follow Mr. Thompson's orders. I've contributed to the company through my contracts, so I don't deserve all the snide remarks. Pondering these thoughts, I arrived home. I decided to stop thinking about it and go to bed. I have work the next morning. Since I work from home, my mornings aren't too hectic, but with the new contract, there's plenty to do. I'll focus on what's in front of me and try to forget about Mr. Thompson for now. The new contract is for a luxury high-rise condo plan for a prime location in the city. They wanted to have the feel of a high-end hotel, so I start by creating an image board. Should I incorporate Japanese elements or go for a completely Western style? Creating the image board is the most exciting part for me. I can pour all my creativity into it, not worrying about the details or feasibility yet. This board will contain all my ideals. In the second phase, we'll incorporate client feedback and make adjustments, but that's also enjoyable because it brings new discoveries. Starting from a small image board and eventually seeing a huge building take shape is always thrilling. Seeing the actual building always fills me with awe. This feeling never changes, no matter how many years pass. The next day, I woke up as usual. I had a slight hangover, so I took a light shower, had breakfast, and started working. Lately, my morning routine includes grinding and brewing my coffee. It feels like I work better in the morning when I have a cup of freshly brewed coffee. It's completely self-satisfaction, though. Creating the beloved image board gets me really motivated. Hello, Ryan? Hey Justin, what's up? The image board you sent the other day was perfect. David was thrilled too. That's great to hear. Now, how to bring it to life? Let's tackle it together. No changes this time, okay? Got it, thanks. The image board matched the client's vision perfectly, so it got approved immediately. This rarely happens, so I'm delighted. I thought this project might go smoothly, but something unexpected happened a few days later. Unaware of this, I continued developing ideas from the image board, excitedly starting the design. The entrance is crucial as it defines the building's image, so I always begin with its design. This condo will have a concierge, so I plan to design separate spaces for the concierge area and a private feeling lounge. While I was designing the lounge, I received a call from the company confirming that the client contract had been officially signed. There's usually a lag of a few days between the preliminary and final contracts, so typically, I wait for the final contract to start work. However, with Justin and David, our trust allows me to start early. The company knows this and doesn't say anything but always notifies me formally. This time, too, the supervisors were thrilled about the major contract. I also informed them about the image board, assuring them everything was on track. I wondered how much Mr. Thompson was aware of this contract. Then I thought, how could he be such a problem? Let's rewind a few hours. A few hours after the company notified me about the final contract, I received a direct call from Mr. Thompson. Come to the office tomorrow, we need to talk. I had a bad feeling about this, but I agreed. The next day, I paused my work to head to the office for an afternoon appointment with Mr. Thompson. I went straight to his office without stopping by my desk. Excuse me. Oh, you're here. How can I help you today? You always have that smug look on your face. As soon as he started speaking, Mr. Thompson launched into a tirade of insults right in front of me. If it was just for insults, a phone call would have sufficed. How long is this going to last? Do you know what we call someone like you? No. Useless, that's what. You're useless. I see, useless, huh? I thought about defending my contributions to the company, but I felt it would be futile to argue with him, so I stayed silent. It's always been like this. I've always been very introverted. I can talk normally with people I'm used to, but I shut down instantly with people who show obvious hostility. Rather than being unable to communicate, I give up trying. That's right. Useless. Working as a salaried employee and not doing any in-house work is unacceptable. Do other designers do other tasks as well? Are they all handling additional duties? I couldn't help but ask. In the past, designers were allowed to focus on their designs. Had things changed without my knowledge? It was a genuine question. Ha! We're talking about you right now. I don't care about the others. But it became clear he just had a personal grudge against me and was taking it out on me. If that's the case, there's no point in arguing. I just have to wait it out. So, I thought about it. And I came up with a brilliant idea. I see. Suddenly, he seemed excited. What on earth did he come up with? Probably something ridiculous. I half listened. I'm feeling thirsty. My son recently got his MBA. Unlike you, he's impressive, right? MBA. Yeah, so I decided to hire him and fire you, you useless idiot. Fire me? Are you speechless with shock? Oh, no. Wait, an MBA in an architectural firm. I won't say it's unnecessary, but to replace me with his MBA holding son? A designer replaced by an MBA? What is he thinking? My mind was in chaos. I became even more speechless. Of course, it's a shock. You've been coddled as a useless employee for too long. Too bad. Life isn't that easy. I'm a bit confused here. You're confused? Poor thing. Let me spell it out for you. You're fired. Fired. Got it? It's just, you're replacing me, a designer, with your MBA son. That's right. He's much more capable than you, so it's only a benefit to the company. What about the recent contract I finalized? I've already started the design. Designing is something anyone can do. We'll hand it over to someone else. Don't worry, the company will manage just fine without you. This is pointless. He is out of his mind. I don't even have the energy to argue back. Working under him is ridiculous. Who will be more troubled by my departure? All right. I understand. Thank you for everything. Yes, I did help you a lot. Goodbye. I left, fuming inside. I didn't want to work under someone like him anyway, but what I couldn't stand was leaving the project unfinished. I'm a professional designer. I always see my projects through to the end with utmost dedication. That's my motto. But now, I won't be able to fulfill that. And it's with clients who trust me the most. Even if I quickly register as a sole proprietor, they are contracted with the company, so I can't work on it. I was so angry and frustrated that my hands were trembling. Knowing Mr. Thompson, he won't explain anything to the clients and will just assign another designer. I had to do something as my final act. Hello, Justin, it's Ryan. Hey Ryan, what's up? I need to talk to you urgently. Can we meet tonight with David as well? Ryan, are you okay? You sound shaky. Sure, I'll tell David. Let's meet at our usual place at 6 p.m. Thanks, see you then. As my final task, I decided to apologize to them face to face. They would understand how much I was looking forward to this project. I wanted them to know it wasn't my decision. Ryan, are you alright? You look pale. Actually, I told them everything that had happened. That I wouldn't be able to complete the contract. That I had been fired. The reason I was fired. How frustrated I was. How much I wanted to continue working with them. Normally, I don't show much emotion, but tears started to flow. I realized I was truly upset. I was angry about not being properly recognized. This made me aware of my own feelings. Wait. Is this for real? That's terrifying. MBA, seriously. It's a true horror story. Anyway, we understand how you feel, Ryan. No need to cry. I might have a good idea. A good idea? Shave Mr. Thompson's head? He doesn't have anything to shave. Guys. Anyway, can you come to our office tomorrow? I'll have everything ready. Yes, I'm unemployed now, so I can definitely come. Quick with the self-deprecation, huh? I'll make sure he regrets what he did to you. Whoa. David's eyes are intense. Please don't do anything drastic, okay? Socially, no. But that company is in for a rough time. It's his own fault. I've had enough. I was a bit taken aback by David's intense anger, but it was touching to see someone angrier than I was. For now, I'll meet them at their office tomorrow and try to calm myself down. I wonder what they have planned for tomorrow. After venting about Mr. Thompson, we parted ways. On the way home, I vaguely pondered my future. I could join another company, but after this experience, the idea of going solo sounded appealing too. Starting a personal business might suit my personality better than establishing a company, but I couldn't decide. Even if I go solo, there's no guarantee I'll have the same luck with clients as before. What should I do? Luckily, I have savings, so I can survive without working for a while. Maybe I'll take a break to clear my head. I arrived home with these thoughts. On my desk was the image board I made yesterday. It's useless now. I really liked it, though. To prepare for the possibility of joining another company, I decided to compile my past works into a portfolio. I probably won't sleep tonight, so I might as well focus. As I worked on the portfolio, I realized I've done a lot of designs. Each one is a masterpiece I'm deeply proud of. Even if I'm fired, my work lives on somewhere, and that thought is comforting. This job is truly my passion. I didn't sleep at all and worked on the portfolio until morning. It's almost done, so I'll sleep a bit before heading out at noon. I took a shower and brushed my teeth. Even though I should feel refreshed, something still feels off. I felt as if I were told that people are easily replaceable, making me question my own worth. I'm really spiraling. I shouldn't let someone like Mr. Thompson get to me, but his words about only being good at design struck a nerve. It's true, design is all I can do. And it's all I want to do. But sometimes, this can be a disadvantage, I realized. I wish I were more versatile. With these thoughts, I fell asleep. Around noon, I woke up, rubbed my sleepy eyes, and got ready to head out. I wondered what the meeting at the office would be about. David said he wouldn't let it go, but I hoped it wouldn't escalate. I've always been terrible with conflicts. Being at the center of this one has taken a toll on me. I'm grateful that Justin and David are on my side, but after a day to cool down, I just want to avoid more trouble. At least I don't have to work under Mr. Thompson anymore. It sucks that he made such baseless accusations. But at least I realized what kind of person he is quickly. I kept telling myself this to find some solace. Hey Ryan. How are you feeling? Terrible. I've been questioning myself non-stop. You need to have more confidence. The problem is Mr. Thompson, not you. Plus, David came up with a brilliant idea. I'm so excited. A brilliant idea? Yeah, let's wait for him to come back and explain it. He should be here any minute now. Hey, sorry I'm late. David, good to see you. Oh, a call from Mr. Thompson. Don't answer it. Ha? I know what the call is about, so you don't need to answer it. More importantly, I have something to discuss with you, Ryan. Thanks for coming. No, what? Discuss. Oh, well, I'm unemployed, so? Let's end that today. What? I was so stunned by the barrage of calls from Mr. Thompson that I didn't immediately grasp what David was saying. He seemed to know what the calls were about. I had no clue. What kind of nerve does it take to call the employee you just fired the next day? Here's my proposal. We want you to continue doing architectural design for us. And this timing, with you leaving your company, could actually be perfect. I see. Whether as a freelance designer or as an employee of our company, it doesn't matter. Will you partner with us? Of course, if you join our company, we'll offer better conditions than your previous one. If you go freelance, we'll still pay you more than before. What do you think? Isn't it a great idea? Ryan, team up with us. We need your talent. You too. I was so moved that I was at a loss for words. To be valued this much as a designer. It wrapped a bandage around my shattered self-esteem. I fought back tears. The answer was clear. Thank you. I'll do my best. I'm so relieved. Things are going to be exciting from now on. Looking forward to it. If you cry, I'll cry too. No time to rest. We need to keep progressing on that luxury condo design. Oh, but I can't work on that condo anymore. Wait, what? David pointed at my phone. It seemed he wanted me to answer it. I didn't want to talk to Mr. Thompson, who would likely ruin this heartfelt moment, but I put the call on speaker. Hello? Hey. Ryan. The firing is cancelled. Get back to the office. What? I said it's cancelled. You must be happy, right? You won't find another job, so start working again. Wait, what's going on? That idiot client you were handling is furious. Justin and David's eyes widened, then they burst into silent laughter. He had no idea that the idiot client was right in front of me. Furious? I glanced at them while responding to Mr. Thompson. They signaled for me to keep talking. Though I didn't fully understand what was going on, I continued the conversation. They're completely clueless. They said if it's not you, they won't do business with us. They're demanding we pay a penalty for breaching the contract by changing designers mid-project. A penalty. I was trying hard not to laugh, realizing what was happening. So that's it. Justin and David really know how to handle things. Their way of getting back is smart. They said if we bring back the original designer, they'll continue the deal and won't charge the penalty. So get back here. Even you can save the company, you useless fool. By the way, how much is the penalty? $300 million. $300 million. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at the amount. I never realized my value was that high. It felt like the first time I truly saw my worth. Did you just laugh? This is a crisis. Don't joke around. With all due respect, I'm not coming back to the company. What? Why? I'll let you focus only on design as before. I promise I won't complain anymore. We can't afford a $300 million penalty. Please help us. Well, isn't your highly capable MBA son supposed to help you out? My son is indeed talented. But this situation requires the original designer to return. Come on. You must be struggling to find a new job, right? Actually, I've already secured a new position. So, I won't be coming back. The new place values my work, lets me focus on design, and offers much better conditions. There's no reason for me to return. What? Hi there, Mr. Thompson, it's David, the idiot client. What? Wait, why? He was completely bewildered. David's interruption was so funny that Justin and I were holding back tears of laughter, desperately trying not to make any noise. Mr. Thompson, you've not only angered your clients but also insulted a talented designer with immense value. You reap what you sow? Calling clients idiots and talented designers useless. Now, who's really useless here? Well, Ryan has been designing our luxury condos for years. We pay your company a lot for his talent, and it's a waste that none of it goes to him. So, we scouted him. Scouted? Yes, we signed a formal contract ensuring he gets what he deserves. He's now officially our exclusive designer. So, he can't come back? It's not that he can't, he won't. He said so himself, he won't return to a company that doesn't value him. But then the penalty. Of course, you'll have to pay it. It's in the contract. No other designer but Ryan can work on it. But that amount. I'll be held responsible as the president. Responsibility is a given. You created this situation yourself. But if I get fired, my reputation will be ruined. Mr. Thompson was now more worried about his own fate than the company's penalty. No matter how hard he tried, the situation was irreparable. It's clear that people who don't value others can't think beyond themselves, even in dire situations. That's your problem. We're conducting business here. That's what contracts are for. Surely you know that, right? David, he might not know. After all, he did think an MBA could replace a designer. Right. Mr. Thompson, you should think more rationally. If you want to do business. Anyway, our company won't deal with yours anymore. We've already sent a formal notice. Our lawyers are handling the penalty, so expect contact soon. Good luck. What? What's wrong with an MBA? My son is brilliant, just like me. Don't mock him. And lawyers, if it gets formalized. He kept babbling, but I hung up. The moment I did, the three of us burst into laughter. We laughed so hard we nearly ran out of breath. His son being brilliant like him was too much. We couldn't talk normally for a while. I was profoundly grateful to David and Justin for picking me up. They called me a talented and valuable designer. I needed to work even harder to live up to their words. Later, our lawyers sent notices regarding the penalty to Mr. Thompson and the company. It's still under negotiation. But the company will likely go under. According to the lawyer, half of the company's revenue came from my contracts, and even if they managed to pay the penalty, their future earnings would plummet. Additionally, my dismissal was deemed unfair, and I could claim compensation. Though I initially didn't want to, David and Justin insisted I should, so I agreed. I don't really want money from Mr. Thompson, but it's a way to make him recognize my value. It's not about the money. It's about the penalty for disregarding my worth. This experience taught me the importance of self-worth. For the first time, I could see my value, and I decided to be more confident. The company said I could take on freelance projects if I wanted, so I'll explore new opportunities. But my main goal is to repay David and Justin for their support. We now work together and meet even more frequently. For the first 3 months, we laughed and high-fived while mimicking Mr. Thompson. I don't think I've ever laughed this hard in my life. After that, the construction of the luxury condo began, and my work as a designer hit its peak. There were plenty of adjustments to make, whether it was the materials not being what I envisioned or the colors being slightly off. But I never compromise. My motto is to design everything perfectly and have it precisely replicated on the construction site. Although the construction workers sometimes find me annoying, the sense of accomplishment when it's all done is incredible. We often have disputes during the process, but when it's completed, we embrace and congratulate each other. I realize I can't give up this job. The teamwork, where everyone puts their all into their part, and the solitary designing process where I get to imagine and create. Everything about it captivates me. Mr. Thompson wasn't wrong. Design is all I have. And I've come to see that it's perfectly fine. I'm looking forward to seeing the completed condo,